I am going to drive home for New Year's.
Are
not
you?
Christmas, because I think we're both here on Christmas.
Yeah.
I guess we don't have shows Christmas Day.
There's no shows Christmas Day. Yeah.
But I am going to rent a Tahoe because, you know, I drive that little car, that sports car, and I'm like,
it's
Kevin
cramped.
can't be riding in that.
I know. And that's a long ride in that little thing.
It is cramped. Remember, we took it one day and you were like, no.
It's not for me. I said, if we go anywhere, we'll take my car because I have a truck and you don't. But it's cute for you because you live by yourself and it's okay. Yes. But let's take you outside.
Things are getting cloudier in the west.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go outside. The whole point of that, I guess there really wasn't one. Throwing me under the bus at 4:40 in the morning. Here we go. Oh, starting out strong on this Monday. I love it. You never know what we're going to talk about. All right, let's look at Ortega. No fog out there right now, but fog will be on the way a little later this morning. So as we take a look, visibility is going to become an issue. Whatever you drive, you're going to need low beam headlights. So there you go. 62 in Mayport, 61 in St. Augustine, 57 in Jacksonville this morning and in McClenny. And as we continue to look here, we have some coastal showers that we'll contend with a little later today and tomorrow and into Wednesday. But overall right now, we are dry as can be, and your forecast wind gusts teens into 20s out there. So we're going to continue to take a look into this afternoon. They'll be heaviest by about 3 o'clock. And then we get a nice little break, a respite from the heavy winds into tomorrow where they go back into the single digits. So that's going to be a nice change. And if you do make it in the double digits, they're not overly heavy, so that's good. Your highs today, a mild 72 degrees. And so we're going to continue to see these highs trending 68 in Fernandina Beach down to 75 in Palm Coast, median there at 72 in Jacksonville. Continuing to look a little further south from St. Augustine into Palatka up to Live Oak. Anywhere from about 73 on the coast to 77 across other parts of the area. Highs today up in Georgia, 70 in St. Mary's and 75 in Homerville. So we're going to zoom down into Jacksonville proper here. 70s, 70s, and more 70s for you. So there you have it. It's a mild day through and through. Some of these coastal showers, as they come in, they're going to be very isolated. Some of them dissipate before they ever make it onto land. But if they do, this is not the story. These showers are not going to upset your day. You may see them for a few minutes and then they're out of here. You can see on a broader scale where some of that coastal moisture is that's going to come down into our area. And then this is from the next cold front, but a lot of that moisture dissipates before it ever reaches us, which is wonderful. So there you have it. Your tea-time forecast, 50s at 8 a.m., 70s by noon today. It's going to be a great day, and that actually needed to come out of my show. But yesterday, if you went to the game, that was your forecast. So there you have it. All right, 50s to 60s out there, 72 being our high today. Let's show you my predictions because this is what I've got. We've got a couple of rain chances here, 20, 30 to 40% chance. But again, it's all coastal moisture out there that we're going to expect. And then we're going to go back down into the 60s and eventually a 50s as that next cold front comes in, really bringing that cold air with it, but leaving us with very little rain in our area from that front. Again, a lot of it dissipates or trends north.
Hey, good morning. Hope you had a good weekend. Appreciate you joining us. We'll get to your biggest news stories and more in just a few, but first get you caught up on the weather, which includes a few showers or two.
So let's bring in Katie Garner with a look at the forecast. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning. And this morning, before those showers start to move in off the coast, I want to talk visibility because we are going to have some fog, some morning fog. We've got some low stratus clouds that are going to be with us through sunrise today, and a dense fog advisory may be issued as we get toward daybreak, according to the National Weather Service. No advisories yet, but as you see, visibility is low in McClenny and Stark this morning, along with Orange Park, and it's starting to digress there in Jacksonville as well. So we're going to keep an eye on that, but let's show you a couple of the cameras so you get an idea of what's going on. The fog already setting in at 121 Financial Ballpark this morning, but as you go towards St. Augustine, visibility is just fine, and you're looking at the Christmas lights on over the bridge there. So again, we'll keep an eye on that and let you know where visibility starts to suffer as the morning progresses. Temperature-wise out there, we're pretty mild. 62 in Mayport. We're looking at 57 degrees in Jacksonville and McClenny right now. Pretty mild start as we'll lead into the 70s. So we are certainly going to watch this next cold front come in all the way back here. It'll be through midweek, and that's when some of those temperatures will start to get a little colder for us. But overall, and look at that. just as we're on the air, a dense fog advisory, as I mentioned, has been issued. So there we go. It will go until 9 a.m. And so we'll keep an eye on that for you. No surprise there because, again, visibility really starting to drop in certain spots. Wind gusts going to be a bit of an issue. We're going to be in the teens and 20s out there. It's not overly heavy gusts by any stretch until you get to about 3 o'clock this afternoon. And then they certainly pick up in areas like McClenny, Lake City, and Gainesville, mid-20s as far as those gusts are concerned. But as you get into tomorrow, we start to see those gusts drop back into the single digits and some vast improvement there. So that's good news, and we'll take it. So there we have it. Now, as you look at the highs today, 72 degrees out there for you. Not breaking any records by any stretch, but you're certainly going to top out around 68 in Fernandina Beach today, 75 in Palm Coast, and 72 in Jacksonville. As we trend a little further south here from St. Augustine into Palatka, up toward Live Oak, Gainesville, and Lake Butler, 77 is the forecast high for you there. McClenny and Middleburg tie out at 75. Coming up in your full forecast, let's take a look at how much colder we're going to get as that cold front slides in, and we'll keep an eye on visibility. Details in minutes.
Weather's been downright strange. So it took Em and three of her friends. Yeah, three of her friends.
You had to count for a minute. Think about it for a moment.
I mean, the weather was just weird throughout the day. You know, it started off cloudy, then drizzly, then sun, and I guess it's going to continue.
It's going to continue. You know, yeah, we've got just some low-lying clouds that are bringing in fog this morning. And the problem with that is by daybreak, it'll lift, but it's going to be a minute. And so visibility is impacted for people getting out there early this morning, really through about the 8 o'clock hour. Then we have some coastal showers. Then we have some sunshine. So it's a mixed bag.
Yeah,
you know.
So that's a weather thing.
I think Mother Nature is suffering from like a personality problem. You know, she doesn't know what to do. So. And then it comes down on me. People are like, when's it going to rain?
I'm not going to blame you. You're just the messenger.
Yeah, I love that, Bruce. Thank you. Say it louder.
I said it once. That's enough.
You said it once. All right, look at this, though. Let's start out with visibility because, yeah, people are really being impacted up here in Mayport. You got no visibility right now up in Brunswick either, and McClenny and Stark really being impacted down in Palatka as well. But then, you know, you look at areas like Palm Coast, St. Augustine, you're okay. Jacksonville, you'll continue to drop out there. Let's take a look at some cameras just to kind of prove what you're seeing out there. Yeah, visibility is down. 121 Financial Ballpark, you could typically see the entire skyline even in the night, and it's not happening for you this morning. So fog out there. And then as we look at St. Augustine, as I mentioned, it's fine in this area. In fact, you're seeing the Christmas lights, really festive. But if you run into fog, low beam headlights, all right? They'll keep you safe. Best friend. So look at this temperature-wise, 60s on the coast, 58 though in Palm Coast, 59 almost at 60 in Jacksonville, Orange Park, 57 in McClenny, and 55 in Gainesville this morning. With those low-lying clouds, you know, again, that fog's going to be with us till about 8 o'clock this morning, and then it'll lift, and so we've got a ways to go there, but a lot of that is many of your commute time, so, you know, just be aware. We're going to have this next cold front coming in. What it's going to do, not so much bring us any moisture, but it is going to bring colder air back in for the latter part of the week, so we'll keep an eye on that. But as I mentioned earlier in my forecast, a dense fog advisory has been issued until 9 o'clock this morning, and your wind gusts today are going to top out in the mid-20s for some of you by this afternoon. 25-mile-an-hour gust in McClenny, Lake City, and really up in Gainesville too. And many of you are going to see the teens and 20s as we get going, but tomorrow you get a nice respite from that. We drop back into the single digits, so the winds won't be as big of an issue, which is a good thing. As we continue to track your forecast into midweek, the winds stay pretty low through Wednesday. 72 is our forecast high today, and our highs across much of the area going to range from about 68 in Fernandina Beach to 75 down in Palm Coast. A little higher for areas like Palatka, Lake Butler, and Live Oak, along with Gainesville in the 77-degree range. And as you come up to our friends in Georgia, mid-70s for you there. Down in Jacksonville proper, same situation, 68 to about 75 out there, depending on where you live. So there you have it. As you look at future track, these coastal showers, you know, listen, many of them dissipate before they even make it to land. But if they do, this is not the story. You're not going to have a washout. You're not going to see any problems. It's albeit drizzle out there, but still it can be a pain. So by the time you get into Wednesday, that's the day we have the highest chance for these showers. And again, they are off the coast. So that's what's going to be bringing in the majority of the rain through the week. Your tea time forecast today, if you want to get out there, overall, I mean, really, it'll be partly sunny and breezy with the exception of a few showers. So you're going to go from 57 by 8 a.m., 71 into noon. And your hourly forecast is as follows. You hit the 60s by about 10 a.m., 70s by the noon hour. You hit that high, though, by about 2 o'clock today. And then we see these rain chances increasing again into Wednesday. Wednesday, with Wednesday being our highest day for some of that coastal moisture, because as it comes in with the instability, you can't rule out on Wednesday a rumble of thunder, maybe two. Nothing severe, of course, just the likelihood of a thunderstorm within some of those heavier showers that we'll contend with. Once we see that cold front come through, we're going to see these temperatures drop. So we're going to see 60s and even 50s in the forecast by the time we get to next weekend. Now that is well far out there, 6-7 days away. So things can change. But what you'll notice is with these colder temperatures, there's no moisture associated with it. But we do see those lows drop into the 30s. So we could see some frost possible as we get into the weekend. We're going to keep an eye on that, and we'll keep you updated coming up.